Hello, everybody. This is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and this week's review will be Wyatt Earp, starring Kevin Costner as Wyatt Earp, Dennis Quaid as Doc Holliday, Michael Madsen as Virgil Earp, Lyndon Ashby as Morgan Earp, featuring Gene Hackman as Nicholas Earp, who was the father of Wyatt and his brothers, Tom Sizemore as Bat Masterson, Bill Pullman as Ed Masterson, along with Isabella Rossellini as Kate, Mary Winningham as Maddie Blaylock, and Adam Baldwin as Tom McClowry. Now, I gotta say that for a movie that was copying Tombstone, which personally I kind of found was superior, despite how Costner's version was more about the man and led up to it, and don't know one besides Hugh O'Brien actually not to focus on our entire journey of Earp, not just Tombstone. And Scratch Out also say Burt Lancaster and Gunfight OK Corral, which that'd be for a different movie review. That was a great bio on the lawman with from ranging from his days as a stagehand, as a shotgun guard for Wells Fargo. Then he his marriage to Urilla Sutherland, which only lasted for like a half a year, because she died of typhoid. And a great performance by Annabeth Gish. Then, of course, you get his transition from Buffalo Hunter to Lawman, from Kansas, from Ellsworth, Kansas to Dodge City, and how he ran Dodge City with an iron fist. And kind of like a fun fact, the saloon that his brother James owned was actually named Long Branch for the Gunsmoke fans, and that was and Gunsmoke was of course Miss Kitty's place. But of course, Earp ran it with such an iron fist or the Earps did, because from his brother the pimp and his other brothers the deputies, which I gotta give it to Michael Madsen, which was a great reason to turn down Pulp Fiction, despite how both he and Travolta are now too old to do to make the Vega brothers, unless of course Tarantino wanted to do it as an animated movie. But I gotta say, Wyatt Earp did a damn good job. I mean, great casting all around. I mean, yeah, I'd say the Outlaws, they weren't in the caliber as the Tombstone cast were, but they held their own. Where it was focused more on the good guys. Where Quaid might have gave a debatable performance of Doc Holliday. Kind of funny how they met in Fort Griffin, Texas, despite the fact that Doc Holliday was from Griffin, Georgia. Kind of surprised they didn't write a pun in there on that one from their first encounter, and then of course got to give it to Bill Pullman, which I gotta say, the second best thing he's done besides Spaceballs. I was playing Ed Masterson, who tried to be an Andy in a world full of RoboCops, which is kind of like an odd analogy for a Western, but of course that's what really happened to Ed Masterson. And gotta give it to Sizemore, and his performance as Bat. Fair trade for Earp's story, but they had a strong partnership from when the Earps ran Dodge City, which is in Ford County, which of course Bat became sheriff of, which is something because despite in the movie it was depicted as just more deputies of Dodge, but still, in an accurate standpoint. And you gotta give just the shootouts just weren't as iconic as the Russell movie, but still for PG-13 racked up a hell of a good body count. And you gotta give it to Costner because yeah, he's about this generation's John Wayne when it comes to cowboy roles. I mean, hell. And Earp, like I said, was one of those best movies besides Silverado and Dances with Wolves. And more long ones, and along with Lyndon Ashby's performance of Morgan Earp, which pretty much stands out from the movie he's already known for, which is a year later, Mortal Kombat. But overall, I gotta give Wyatt Earp about a 4 out of 5. Great character development, but mediocre shooting action. Still a decent movie, but it ain't a great one. Alright, y'all. That'll do it for this week. Peace out. I'll keep dishing them out while y'all stay subscribed.